Hey everyone, this is Mike. Today's gonna be a quick follow-up video on yesterday's video where I mentioned that I was playing a little bit more Paladin and that I was practicing the 4 Atonement rotation as well. And someone in the comments asked, what is the 4 Atonement rotation? So I thought I would just explain it a bit in video format so that other people that are looking to get into Paladin want to optimize it a little bit more to get a little bit of extra damage out. And this is something that you can do if you want to do so. The damage difference is very minor, but it is a little bit of extra optimization that you can do. Now, what you're basically doing is when you're coming from your downtime phase into your second fight or flight, it's going to look a little bit different. So normally, whenever you're in your downside phase, aka when you don't have buffs running, you just have your Goring Blade up there, then you do your Royal Authority, your 3 Atonements, and then you go into your second fight or flight. Now, with the 4 Atonement one, the only thing that's going to be different is that over here, we're only going to be using 2 of our Atonements. Then we're going to go back into our 1-2 combo. We use our fight or flight 1 GCD later, and then that allows us to fit 4 Atonements in there. So that's the first one. We go and get our second Royal Authority. Then we only use 2 Atonements here, because otherwise our dot application is going to look a little bit whack. So we use 2 Atonements here. Then we reapply our dot, and then we can use our 4th one right after we use this dot. As you can see, this fits right into fight or flight. And then you can go into your Requiescat window. So I'll just continue the loop from here on out so you can see what the rest looks like. I'm not going to be using my off-global cooldowns because there's no really any point to that. This is purely a GCD optimization thing. So after here, again, we are reapplying our dot. And then we just repeat from what I was basically doing before. So we just get our Royal Authority to get our Atonement stacks. We're only using 2 of them during our downtime. So 1 and 2. Then we go back into our dot combo, and then of course we use our fight or flight right before we hit our Goring Blade, because that allows us to fit all of the GCDs in there. And the reasoning behind this is that your Atonement does more damage than your Riot Blade, which is why it's more important to get that one underneath the buffed fight or flight buff, instead of getting that Riot Blade, of course. So we use 2 in between, reapply our dot, and then after this we get to use our final Atonement stack. And then we go back into our Requiescat. So that's basically a very quick follow-up video on yesterday. For those that were interested in what the 4 Atonement rotation looks like, again, as I mentioned, it's a very minor DPS increase. Like, let's see what's the difference on these 2 skills. 550 potency against 300. Well, I guess it's a little bit extra, because fight or flight is 25% damage up for those skills. So that's basically the reasoning behind why you would do it. So now you know if you were interested in that. So that's gonna do it for me. Thanks for watching. I want to thank my Patreons for their support, and I'll see you in the next one.